The man I will be interviewing today, or slash talking about, is Ronnie Harwood, or Ron to some people. The reason why I say talking about and not interviewing is because due to the clashing in schedules and not being available, we found it quite hard to find a good time to interview. So I just sent him the questions and he sent me the answers back, so
yeah, it's basically just gonna be me talking to my phone.
Ron is known as one of Britain's rock and roll pioneers. He's a singer-songwriter who is also amazing at playing the guitar as well. As it says on his website, Ron is still singing with a distinctive voice which is still admired. So one of the first questions I asked him was, when did he get started with the music industry? And he replied with, he was 14/15 when he got his first guitar. Then I asked him, was it difficult for you when you were first getting started in the music industry? Then he said, not really, it was a time when playing in a group/band was all the craze. Third question I asked him was, what was the experience like for you? And he replied with, he loved it, playing guitar and performing for any audience. Next I asked him, how/why did you get started in the music industry? And he said, back then it was easy because most boys wanted to be in a pop group, and he realized he had the potential because he could play the guitar and sing. For the fifth question that I asked him, I asked, who are some of the artists that you've worked with? And he replied with a lot of people. He said, I worked with the Savages, backing Screaming Lord Sutch. He did this alongside with now actor
Paul Nicholas,
who was with him in the Savages. He won the Ivor Novello Award for Most Performed Song. He also worked with Shakin' Stephen on many songs, which I will play a few here. I can feel your love and magic, charm, perfect way.
Boy, you gotta see her rock and roll. Where's my cutie cutie? Where's my cutie cutie? I'll be home this Christmas. There's no piano and they're playing hot behind the green door.
but not too much of them because, I don't want to get copyrighted.
He also worked with Tony Hill, who won the Eurovision Song Contest with Brotherhood of Man. He also worked with Graham Bonnet, who later joined Rainbow, and then he says, and many more. For the sixth question, I asked him what his favourite artist he worked with was. He said working with Raven Savage's backing Lord Sutch was his favourite. And for the last question that I asked him was, do you think if you had the internet/social media when you were starting up with your career, things may have been different? And he said, no, I don't think so. It was who you knew at the time, and working with bands word of mouth. So that was my interview.
I might have to stop it there and then come back to it. That sounded very bad. I'm gonna do that again. He said that working with the Raven Savages were backing. He said working with the Raven Savages backing Lord Sutch. He said working with the Raven Savages backing Screaming Loud. No, I can't. Screaming Lords. For the sixth question, and he realized that he had the potential. I'll go on sorry. And he realized that he had the potential. He could play guitar and sing. No. And he realized he could. I'm in my hotel room while the rest of my family is in the Disneyland park. I heard him look like this before. That's okay. All I have to say is that. Why can't I just say that? He also works. He's a singer-songwriter who is also. No. He's a singer-songwriter. Such.